take 18 of your cords in any color scheme you choose and just lay them out in the order you want them to be in and then secure them to a tabletop surface. Cords, just make sure you kind of make a straight line with your tape. You can also secure your cords with a clipboard as well, so that works great too if you don't have any tape or you don't want to risk ruining your ropes with tape. Use a clipboard, or you can even use weighted objects as well to sit on top of your ropes to keep them secure. Okay, and also you want to make sure you're leaving enough rope up top for your fringe of your coaster. So I've left about 2.5 inches to act as my fringe. Now we're going to bring in additional cords to act as filler / leading ropes to form our coasters. Okay, so you're gonna place your first cord on top of all your cords, and again, just make sure you leave enough space here on the left to act as fringe at the end. And I'm actually going to secure this cord down to my table just to make it slightly easier to tie these knots. So the knot we are going to be tying is the double half hitch knot. So I'm going to take my very first cord here all the way on the left, and I'm going to send it up and over that leading rope to form a loop. I just keep twisting it around to pull it through the loop, and I'm gonna pull it nice and tight. Then I'm going to take that same cord back over the leading rope to form the loop, twist it back around to go through the loop, and pull it nice and tight. Just like that. And that's all we're going to do. So now I take the next cord of my coaster, twist it up and around to go through the loop, and pull it tight. Okay, then send that same cord back over to form the loop, twist it around, and pull it through the loop. We repeat this all the way across this first row. And there we go. So this is the very first row all finished up. Now your ropes will widen a bit once you tie the knots because we are basically doubling the space for each double half hitch knot. So your ropes are going to be a little wider than when you had first laid them out, so that's totally normal and perfectly fine. Now we're going to come in and do our second row, just repeating the exact same steps. Okay, so I'm just going to use the same method as before, where I lay that leading rope right on top. I'm going to secure it on the one end and then tie a full row of double half hitch knots, placing it directly below that first row we formed. Just like that. So now I am going to bring in a third red cord. I'm going to do one more row with red. Then I'm going to do 3 rows with orange, 3 rows with yellow, and so on. Okay, so we're just repeating these rows over and over again until we have filled that space with our colors. Okay, so once you have tied all your rows, this is what it will look like, okay? And again, of course, you can use whatever color palette you want. You can do all one color, or you can change it up and do a rainbow like me. So our next step is to just take some scissors and trim all the ends to the desired length. And then we're going to brush out our fringe to make it fluffy and cute. And here is what it looks like with all of that fringe brushed out, okay? My fringe is 2 inches long here. I think I might trim it a little bit shorter, so maybe I'll just do 1 inch, but that is totally a personal preference. You can even hot glue the fringe to the back of your coaster so it stays completely hidden if that is your preference, okay? So you can kind of just customize the way you finish this with those few variations. So I hope you guys found this video helpful and inspiring, and thank you so much for watching.